MLA Jitendra Awhad has been detained. This is the preliminary information that we are getting right now, that Jitendra Awhad has been detained. He belongs to the NCP. This is very preliminary information coming in of detention of Jitendra Awhad of the NCP. Another alliance partner of the erstwhile Mahavikas Aghadi now having been detained. This comes just right after Sanjay Raut was released after he was in jail for over 100 days. Shivani, why has Jitendra Awhad been detained?
Well, here we have seen that how a particular Marathi language film Har Har Mahadev was screened, and here the NCP leader clearly went on claiming that there are some changes that has taken place in the film with regards to showing the history of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. And then NCP leader Jitendra Awhad along with his 100 of workers went into a Thane mall theatre. There he forcefully shut down the screening. And the workers of NCP, the supporters of Jitendra Awhad, also indulged themselves into the physical fight with many other people, those had come to view the film. And that is why an FIR was registered against Awhad and other 100 workers. Jitendra Awhad was called to record his statement, and then now he has been detained for forcefully assaulting the viewers, those had purchased those tickets, and forcefully shutting down the screening of a particular film where people were already viewing it.
Okay, we saw those visuals. In fact, if I could request the PCR to get those visuals where Jitendra Awhad and his supporters were indulging in a physical manhandling of some of the people who had come to watch the movie and who had demanded a refund, because not only their time but also their money has been wasted by those who had asked them to leave the theatres because they had some objections to the portrayal of history. They said that it wasn't appropriate. Kirit Somaiya of the BJP is now joining us on the broadcast. Kirit Somaiya, what is your first reaction?
This must happen in any government, democratic setup. Because last time Jitendra Awhad kidnapped somebody, he beaten him like anything. That Anand Karmu said. He was minister, and Mr. Uddhav Thackeray's government did not do anything. One have right to oppose, but so-called leader doesn't get the propriety to go into the theatre and beat the people. That's why strong action should be taken against Mr. Jitendra Awhad and his colleague. I appreciate Shinde Fadnavis government's strong action.
Okay. Mr. Majid Memon, stay on with me, Kirit Somaiya. We've also got Mr. Majid Memon of the NCB on the broadcast with us. Sir, your party colleague has been arrested. What do you have to say? Detained. Okay, I think we've lost that line with Majid Memon. Shivani is still with us. Shivani, we did see what transpired that day. We can see several people involved in actually thrashing innocent cinegoers who were just there to watch a movie because they were there for a protest, and these people did not see eye to eye with them. Can we see any more arrests being made in this matter as well?
Yes, rightly, because we have seen that when Jitendra Awhad was addressing the media with regards to his complaint about the movie makers, there were 6 to 7 workers of his, those who were fighting, kicking and assaulting several moviegoers that particular night, because those viewers were demanding that if the NCP and the leader wanted to shut down the film, then he would have done it before the film was screened in the theatre. He would go to the director, he should go to the movie authorities to stop the screening of the film and not stop the people those are paying their hard-earned money and buying the tickets to watch the film with their family members. In fact, there were several kids and the senior citizens, those who were watching the particular film. And when it comes to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Maharashtra is very well in their culture is attached with Shivaji Maharaj, hence the emotion was also harmed of those particular people. The sentiments were hurt, and that's why people were opposing the action that was taken by Jitendra Awhad and his workers. Many physical fight took place, verbal fight took place, and in fact some abusive languages were also used by the workers of NCP, the supporters of Jitendra Awhad, which led to a physical fight between the NCP workers and those movie goers. And that is why when a case has now now been taken place. An FIR was against Jitendra Awhad along with other 100 workers of NCP. Now when Awhad has been detained, we can very much expect that action will be taken against those people, those had assaulted physically the people, those were there in the theatre premises at that time.
Right, so significant development coming in there from Maharashtra, where days after Jitendra Awhad along with his supporters was seen manhandling innocent cinegoers who had come there to watch Har Har Mahadev. And Jitendra Awhad and the NCP, remember, has had objections to the portrayal of history. They say that it has been distorted, and which is why the screening of this movie was being shut down. But in that process, the victims of this politics were the people who had paid their hard-earned money to watch the movie. They were pushed, they were manhandled, they were shoved around, even thrashed by supporters. And today, the law has caught up with them, and they have been detained along with Jitendra Awhad. Shivani, have you heard anything from the NCP on this?
Well, Supriya Sule is also addressing the media. We can very much expect a reaction to come from Supriya Sule from NCP. Along with that, we have been trying to reach out to several other leaders, and they are clearly claiming that this arrest is particularly being done after a severe pressure from the top officers, from the top politicos, and that is why Jitendra Awhad has been detained. Clearly understanding the fact that the NCP is pushing and alleging that it is a political vendetta against Jitendra Awhad and not a significant police act that the police is working upon.
Right, and even as he's being detained, Jitendra Awhad has taken to tweeting ferociously. He is saying that today at around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I was called by the senior police inspector of Vartak Nagar police station. Shri Nikam got a call and said that I will send a man to get the notice, else you should come to the police station. I was going to Mumbai, I said. When I went to the police station, I was detained. This is abuse of police power, is what he is saying. And when we talk of abuse of police power, one person who has been at the receiving end is Navneet Rana, an independent MP. Ma'am, what is your first reaction? In fact, Ravi Rana is now joining us on the broadcast. So, your first reaction to this development?
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Rana, can you hear me? Okay, we'll try and get Mr. Ravi Rana on the broadcast once again. Remember, Ravi Rana and Navneet Rana earlier have also said that police in Maharashtra indulge in abuse of their powers, and they were also complaining earlier that when they had threatened to chant Hanuman Chalisa, something that they never enacted in the first place, they were put behind bars for that. And now NCP leader Jitendra Awhad, who has been detained, saying the same thing. He said, and I quote, "This is abuse of power by the police. I am ready to fight. I will not plead guilty to what I did not do." But the big question here is, what is it that he's saying he did not do? Because it is on the screens. It is, you can see it with your own eyes what he did do. To now come and say that this is political vendetta doesn't look like a very strong defense for Jitendra Awhad. And meanwhile, we are getting developments that the detention has been changed into arrest. He has been arrested. Jitendra Awhad of the NCP has been arrested by police for manhandling the audiences, manhandling people in a theatre in Maharashtra. Shivani, what is the latest that you can get us?
Well, here, as we just saw that few minutes reporting from the from the Thane police confirming that he has been detained with regards to this particular matter. But as of now, what we are given to understand that at Vartak Nagar police station, where he was asked to come and record his statement, first he was detained and now he has been declared as arrested. We can clearly understand that this is with regards to the assault that was made by him to the other viewers, those had come to watch that film. And not only that, it was Jitendra Awhad who on the cameras, who on the mobile footages, on the media cameras also took a viewer along with him, smiling on his face that you come aside, we will tell you what exactly are we doing here, which clearly meant that he was also threatening the people, those had come to watch the film. And on that particular basis, he was detained. Question was recorded, his answer was recorded, statement was recorded, and now he has been declared as arrested. Now the interesting part will be that on one side, when he has given a post on social media citing that the arrest is wrong, the police is misusing the power, and hence action shall be taken ahead. How the NCP reacts to it is going to be very crucial to see, because Thane is an area where Jitendra Awhad also has a very tight hold amongst the people over there, and that's why he is MLA from there. He has a very, very strong hold in Thane, where he purposely went with his workers to create that ruckus-like situation in the theaters, in the cinema hall. And that's why we will see that the Thane, where holds a very strong position, the same police of that area has arrested him right now in the matter. How support will come out on the roads or not is going to be an interesting part to see, because NCP definitely is not going to keep shut on this particular matter, because Jitendra Awhad was a minister in the NDA government and is said to be a very close person with the Pawar family running the entire NCP party.
Right, so there might have been political intent behind what he was doing, trying to gain some sort of sympathy amongst his supporters in Thane region, where he has a significant clout. But what that has led to now is him being arrested. The law of the land catching up with Jitendra Awhad for clearly indulging in actions that go against the spirit of law. However, he is saying that I do not care. This is abuse of police power. The reactions coming in, like Shivani pointed out, from Supriya Sule, saying that the party is saying that this is political vendetta and nothing more than that, and that Jitendra Awhad is going to fight this. He says he will not plead guilty to what I did not do. However, the exact charges against him are trying to forcefully shut down a movie screening and manhandling a person inside the theatre premises, for which he has been arrested. Something of which we have visible proof of playing out on your screens right now. How is he going to explain that? You can have a political opinion, you can also go and protest about it, but you cannot justify getting violent, you cannot justify indulging in fisticuffs and thrashing audiences. The same people who vote for you and put you in positions of responsibility. We are getting more details of Awhad's arrest. The sections that have been slapped on him include Section 141, Section 143, 146, 149 and 323. Radhika, Shivani, what are these? Okay, we'll try and get Shivani back with us. But as she was saying earlier, the party there is definitely going to make it into an issue of political vendetta. We saw earlier, BJP had also come out to say that such hooliganism cannot be tolerated. And now Awhad has been arrested by the police in a state where BJP is in power in alliance as well. It's over to Kritsveen for all the other developments of the day.
Absolutely. So this is our top focus at the moment, and we'll try and go across to more political reactions as well. But look at that, viewers, how Jitendra Awhad continues to remain defiant despite the arrest. Now, remember, this, of course, goes back to the kind of ruckus that was witnessed inside this theatre in a mall, wherein Jitendra Awhad and his supporters forcefully stopped the screening of the film Har Har Mahadev, claiming it distorts history of Shivaji Maharaj. In fact, his supporters could be seen manhandling the audience as well, and several of those leaders supporting Jitendra Awhad ever since have been facing a lot of criticism and certainly pressure that was also mounting on the NCP, remember, to come out with a formal apology with regards to what Jitendra Awhad had done. But yes, on 7th is when him, along with several other of his supporters, forcefully stopped the screening of Har Har Mahadev in a Thane mall. He alleged that the movie showed a distorted version of history of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj to stir political drama. He also targeted the movie. He targeted another movie, but in the meanwhile, of this particular disagreement to how the character of Shivaji Maharaj was portrayed in the movie, what him and his supporters resorted to was vandalism, how they took law into their own hands and started thrashing some in the audience, a common man with no fault of his own. And now certainly action coming in. Cops have arrested the NCP leader Jitendra Awhad, and political war of words that also has soon after broken out, because several in the NCP now taking jibes at the ruling Eknath Shinde BJP government, saying that it is them who are misusing the police force in taking action against Jitendra Awhad. So this is the latest coming in. And remember how the MNS had also, the district president of MNS had also reached the multiplex soon after the NCP workers had left. He'd also urged the multiplex to restart the show. Of course, the BJP also was quick to jump into the controversy and demanded strictest of action be taken against the NCP. We have Mr. Altaf Khan, MNS spokesperson, joining us on the phone line. Mr. Khan, what do you make of this? We do know that the MNS was completely against the way law was taken into hands by some of the supporters of Jitendra Awhad along with himself. How do you view this development? He's been arrested now.
प्रश्न विचारण्यासाठी पोलीस स्टेशनला बोलवलं. पोलीस स्टेशनला माहिती गेल्यावर असं कळलं की वरून दबाव येतोय. आता वरून म्हणजे कुठून याचं उत्तर माझ्याकडे नाही. मी कुणावर आरोपही करत नाही, कारण दबाव येतोय, बिचाऱ्या पोलिसांची काहीच चूक नाही. आणि मी नेहमी सत्तेत असू दे किंवा नसू दे, एक गोष्ट मी तुम्हाला सांगते, मला महाराष्ट्राच्या पोलिसांचा सार्थ अभिमान आहे. त्याच्यामुळे महाराष्ट्राचे पोलीस यांना जर कुणाचे फोन येत असतील, अशी चर्चा जी आहे ती शक्यता नाकारता येत नाही. असं एकूण ह्या सगळ्या येत असतील अशी चर्चा जी आहे ती शक्यता नाकारता येत नाही, असं एकूण ह्या सगळ्या घटनेमधून आपल्याला दिसतंय. हा पहिला मुद्दा. दुसरा मुद्दा, ज्या कारणासाठी त्यांना अटक होती, म्हणजे एखादा छत्रपती शिवाजी महाराजांच्या विरोधात काहीतरी चुकीचं जर दाखवत असेल,
किन आधारों पर, किन धाराओं के आधारों पर उनकी अरेस्ट हुई है, वो यहाँ पर जानना बहुत जरूरी है.
आणि त्यासाठी त्याला अटक होत असेल तर मला असं वाटतं, मी मनापासून त्या अटकीचं स्वागत करते. आणि आम्हाला सगळ्यांना त्या कामासाठी जेलला जायला लागलं तरी चालेल, पण छत्रपतींचा अपमान हा महाराष्ट्र.
अगर उन्होंने छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज का अपमान किया है और इस वजह से अगर उन्हें अरेस्ट हुई है, तो मैं इस चीज का तहे दिल से स्वागत करती हूँ.
आणि ह्या सरकारने उत्तर दिलं पाहिजे की
और हम सभी को शिवाजी महाराज जो हैं उनका अभिमान है, हमें उन पर गर्व है. इसलिए महाराष्ट्र सरकार को आगे आकर इस पर जवाब देना होगा कि जितेंद्र आव्हाड को उन्होंने किस दायरे के तहत अरेस्ट किया है और आकर वो अपनी सफाई को स्पष्ट करें.
जितेंद्र अवार्ड, राष्ट्रवादी कांग्रेस के वरिष्ठ नेता, इनको पुलिस स्टेशन में बुलाया गया. पुलिस स्टेशन में इंक्वायरी हुई और दबते हुए आवाज में सुनने को आया कि ऊपर से दबाव है. अभी ऊपर से किसका दबाव है वो मुझे पता नहीं, लेकिन एक चीज है कि महाराष्ट्र की पुलिस ये बहुत अच्छी पुलिस है. इस राज्य के पुलिसों पे देश नाच करता है, इनसे ही सीखता है. और मुझे पूरा महाराष्ट्र की पुलिस पे विश्वास है. और किसका फोन आया ये मुझे पता नहीं, लेकिन दबती आवाज में वहां सुनने को आया पुलिस स्टेशन में कि ऊपर से बहुत सारा दबाव है. मैं किसी पे आरोप नहीं करना चाहती, क्योंकि जिस कारण में उनको पुलिस स्टेशन बुलाया गया और जेल में.
All right, so that's a reaction coming in from NCP. Supriya Sule, welcoming this decision, says that if law and order situation was disturbed by anyone from the NCP, then this is a step in the right direction. Now, to give you a quick background of viewers before we move on to more political reactions, with regards to his arrest, two developments. First is, of course, he's been arrested